terrifying thing you've ever overheard through a microphone. 2 years ago, I was awake way too late, sitting on my laptop, talking to random strangers online because I couldn't sleep. I kept hopping from call to call until I got dropped into a group chat. There were a few people already there, including a kid who sounded about 12 or 13. He was loud, funny, and nonstop energetic, the kind of kid who just seemed happy someone was listening. For about an hour, everything felt normal. We joked around, told dumb stories, laughed, and talked about nothing. Then a violent crash exploded through his mic. Not a bump, not something falling. It sounded like someone had thrown something across the room. The kid went dead silent. Then, in this tiny voice, he said, "I have to go," but he didn't leave. We heard heavy footsteps. Then a man's voice slurred and furious. "Where's the money?" The whole call froze. In the background, a woman started crying. The man kept yelling. Things were smashing. The woman kept begging him to calm down. Then she said the sentence I still can't forget. "Please, Travis is in his room. He can hear everything." A second later, we heard a hit. Then the kid screamed, "Stop! Stop hurting Mom!" Somebody in the call finally said, "Does anyone know where he lives?" Nobody did. We didn't know his real name, just a username. One person said they were trying emergency services. But without an address, there wasn't much to tell them. Then the mic moved. Travis had picked it up again. He was sobbing so hard he could barely speak, but he forced the words out. "Please help! My dad's drunk. He's hurting my mom." Behind him, the house sounded like it was coming apart. Glass breaking, his mom crying, his dad screaming threats. Through tears, Travis told us his dad had lost his job months earlier and had been drinking every night since. Tonight was worse because his mom spent their last money on groceries instead of giving it to him. Then we heard footsteps getting closer. His dad had found him. "Why are you on that computer?" Something slammed to the floor. His headset must have gone with it because the sound shifted but the mic stayed on. Then Travis started begging, "No, Dad, please, not the belt." I remember staring at my screen completely frozen, listening to this happen in real time and knowing I couldn't do anything except stay. Then we heard sirens, faint at first, then closer. His dad heard them too. He started screaming about the police. Travis kept yelling that he didn't call anyone. Then there was a heavy thud. We found out later his dad had thrown him into the wall. A second later came pounding at the door. "Police, open up!" More shouting. A crash. The door gave way. After that, it was chaos. Commands, struggling, furniture scraping, something breaking, then silence. A few seconds later, a calm woman's voice came through the headset, a police officer. She found Travis and asked if he was okay. There was shuffling, quiet crying, and then his voice came through one last time. Small, shaking, barely a whisper. "Thank you." Then the call ended. None of us slept that night. We stayed in that empty call for hours, just trying to process what we'd heard. Later, we found out Travis and his mom moved in with his grandmother. His dad was arrested for domestic violence and child abuse. Months passed before Travis joined the call again. Same voice, different weight. He told us things were better. His mom had a stable job. He was back in school. Life was finally quiet. And the sounds in the background weren't terrifying anymore. His mom calling him for dinner. A dog barking. His little sister asking him to come play. Last week, his mom joined for a moment. She was crying again, but this time it wasn't